I've just arrived in the city of Liverpool and I'm about to spend 24 hours here with only £50. And that's to pay for my food, my travel around the city and entertainment. So is that enough to see the sights and have a good time in Liverpool, or will I run out of money and be stranded here? Let's go explore Liverpool and find out. So I'm going to be checking out some of the main tourist attractions around here, and I'll be staying in a cheap hotel, which I'll show you later on. But first I want to be checking out the Liverpool Central Library. Now I know what you're thinking, why are you visiting a library? Well, it's not just any old library, it's one of the largest in the UK. It has materials dating back to the 13th century and it's supposed to be one of the most beautiful libraries out there. So let's go check it out. Right, I think it's behind me just here. Let's go in. And I'm in. Some of the rooms in here are incredible. Check this out. I think there must be about 6 or 7 floors in here. And plus there's a little roof terrace which you can come out on and get a great view of the city. Check it out, the Radio City Tower. Hopefully I'll be going up there later on today. So it's definitely a great little place to check out. The Picton reading room in there I think is the must-see room. It's a big circular one with a dome on top with old historic looking bookshelves, books, a great little place to see. The roof terrace as well was a great place to have a look at the whole of Liverpool. Right, it's now time for lunch and there's one item that I definitely want to try here in Liverpool. It's called scouse, so let's go see if we can find somewhere that does it. I think this place behind me does it, Maggie Mays. Let's go check it out. So I have to say, that was a great meal of scouse. It's the first time I've ever tried it. It's a meat stew with beef, potatoes, carrots, onions. And it came with a side of beetroot and some bread and butter. And it was really delicious. I got it with a bottle of water and it came to £8.95, which leaves me with £41 and 5 pence left. The next place I'm going to is called Liverpool Cathedral. It's one of the largest cathedrals in the UK and it has a tower that's 100 meters tall. So let's go see how big this place actually is. I'm just walking up to this place now and it's absolutely massive. Have a look. So it's a Gothic style cathedral that was only completed recently actually in the 1970s. Let's see how much it is to go in. So entry into the cathedral is free, but if you want to go up the tower it's £6 and I want to go up the tower, so I bought the £6 ticket. It's a little bit spooky. The organ just seems to be playing really long notes. I think it's time to go up the tower. So you have to take a lift to the 4th floor, climb the stairs to the 5th, get the lift from the 5th to the 10th floor, and I think then you can go to the tower. There's a lot more room here than the cathedral at York Minster, because I went up the stairs to the top there and they were really tight. But here, really spacious. I can see the light, I think we're nearly there. And I've made it to the top. You get some pretty good views of Liverpool up here. I think this must be one of the tallest buildings in the city. So that was a pretty cool experience in there. It's definitely a place to check out when you come to Liverpool. Right, so I'm another £6 down, which leaves me with £35 and 5 pence left. There's one more thing left to do before I check into my hotel. It dominates the Liverpool skyline and it's one of the most recognisable structures in the city. The St John's Beacon Radio City Tower. Let's go see if we can go up it. And I've made it to the top. So I think we're about 130 metres up in the air right now, and we're the tallest building around. Look, the Liverpool Cathedral that went to earlier on, right there. It cost £7 for this view. And have a look at it. And I've made it back down. So that was a really good experience to go up that tower. Really good views from up there. And it's definitely worth the £7 that I paid. So by my calculations, I have £28 and 5 pence left, and it's time to check in to my hotel. It was one of the cheapest available and only has an OK rating on booking.com. And here we are, the Adelphi Hotel Liverpool. Let's check in, I'll give you a room tour and I'll tell you how much I paid. Okay, I've checked in, I've got my key, let's go find the room. I'm in number 571 on the 5th floor. Right, here we are, number 571. So this is my room for the night. Let me give you a room tour and I'll tell you how much I paid for it. Okay, so we have a nice double bed with some fancy purple cushions. On the right, we've got a bedside table with a telephone. We have a wardrobe on this side. Let's see what's in the wardrobe. Got some coat hangers, some spare towels, and then we have a fan to keep cool at night. On the other side of the room, we have a little chair and some tea and coffee making facilities. Got a hairdryer under the table as well. And a mirror on this side, and what's that over there? Oh, the TV's missing. That's not good. No TV in this room. Let's check out the bathroom. Okay, so it doesn't look too bad. We've got the sink, got a mirror, a toilet, then we've got the shower right there, and it doesn't look too bad. Let's check out the view. What is the view going to be like from this room? Oh, okay, so there's no view from this room. I was wondering why there's a plug extension inside the wardrobe, and then I realised there's no plug sockets beside the bed on both sides. And also, there's no bedside table lamp. I am dreading the bed inspection, but let's have a closer look to see what it's like. Not very good. I can already see a few hairs in there and stains on the sheets. So I paid £34 for one night for this room. Do you think it's worth it or not? From first impressions, for me, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I can already see that there's loads of marks and holes all over the walls and stains. And probably the worst thing of all, there's no TV. Okay, so I'm out for dinner, and by my calculations, I have £28 and 5 pence to spend, which is a little bit more than I have left usually at this point. Let's go see if we can find a nice place for dinner tonight. Let's try and hear Bon Pan Asian Buffet. So I'm absolutely stuffed after that buffet. That was delicious. There were loads of different types of food on offer and I tried them all. It cost $15.99 for one person and I think it's definitely worth the visit. So I now have £12 and 6 left. Right, I've decided to come back to the hotel and I'm in the, I think this is the lobby area. Check this out. It looks really, really fancy in this room. Got really high ceilings, 3 massive chandeliers, some palm trees in the middle, and it kind of almost looks Egyptian inspired by the decorations. Let's go explore the hotel a bit and see what this place is like. There's a big piano here. Do you think this works? I don't think you can open it. But look at this room, I mean look how fancy it looks. Got another area here that kind of looks like another entrance with a desk where you can check in. But this is towards the back of the hotel. Got a nice tree in the middle. I think it's fake. It's fake. What have we got down here? Looks like another room. Okay, so there's a stage up there and seating here, so maybe some sort of performance room. What's around here? Another room. Another big function room with a bar in there. Okay, so I finally made it back to the room. I'm going to get some sleep and I'll tell you what my stay was like here tomorrow morning. I'll see you then. Good morning, so it's now the next day, and so what was my stay like at the Adelphi Hotel in Liverpool? Well, let's try and give a balanced review. I'm going to start off with the negatives first. So, the room wasn't the cleanest. You can see that there was marks all over the walls, there was dust, and there were random hairs in the shower and the bed. There were no plug sockets by the bed, so if you wanted to charge something, you had to go inside the wardrobe. The bathroom door wouldn't close properly, and there was no TV. But let's move on to some of the positives. The location of the hotel is probably one of the best things. It's located right in the middle of the city centre of Liverpool, about a minute's walk from the train station. It only costs £34 for one night, which is probably the cheapest you can get around Liverpool. Right, so today I'm going to be visiting the Royal Albert Docks, but first it's time for breakfast. I still have £12 and 6 left of my budget, so let's go see if we can find somewhere nice to go. I think I'm going to go in here, Key Lime Coffee. So that was an absolutely delicious breakfast in there. I went for the American style pancakes and the cappuccino. You got 3 huge pancakes with icing sugar and maple syrup on top. They were delicious. The cappuccino was a regular one, but probably the size of a large anywhere else, so great deal. The pancakes were £5.50 and the cappuccino was £2.30, which means I'm another £7.80 down. So that leaves me with £4 and 26 left. Now let's head over to the Royal Albert Docks. Huge bus terminals here, and I think I made it. So the Royal Albert Docks was the centre of trade for Liverpool back in the 1800s when it opened. But now it's got a lot more attractions on there, like museums, rides, shops, cafes. So let's go explore and check it out. Just crossing the bridge, crossing another bridge, and I've reached the River Mersey. There's an old boat in dry dock just behind me there. There's an even bigger boat in dry dock just here. And I've reached the Museum of Liverpool. Let's see if we can go in. So it looks like the entry point is down the side of the building. Let's go in. So it is free to come in here. Let's go explore. There's a huge train in here. So it looks like you've got the history of Liverpool in here. And it's pretty cool to see some of these things. Got another old train here with some pretty realistic looking people in there. Let's take a seat. You've got a big mosaic dog. Really huge building here. So it's pretty cool in there. A lot of great things to see. There's a load of people taking pictures with the Beatles. Mersey ferries. Let's go see how much it is to ride on a ferry, because I still have £4.26 left. So the ferry's a little bit too expensive for me. It's £11.50 to cross the river, and I don't have that right now, so maybe next time. You get a great view of the Mersey from here. I wonder what's on the other side. Just walking through this section of the dock, and it looks like this is where all the cafes, bars, shops and restaurants are. Right, I think I've got time for one last thing before I leave. The Merseyside Maritime Museum. Got huge model boats in here. A little bit of the history of Liverpool dock. Look at this, it's a giant torpedo. There's a modern looking kitchen in here. Why is this here? This huge model boat kind of looks like the Titanic. I think this is supposed to represent below deck on a ship. And it's pretty low and cramped here. So that was pretty cool inside the Merseyside Maritime Museum. You can learn about the history of the Albert Dock in Liverpool, the ships that sail through here. And you've got really cool model boats there as well, model ships. And the best thing of all, it's free. So where should I go for my next 24 hours and what should my budget be? Comment below. If you like the video, click on the thumbs up icon below. Click on the subscribe to come along for the next 24 hours, and I'll see you in the next video.